Hello everyone. The title of our project is Double Response Suspension for Bar Mechanism. This project is done under the course of Analysis and Synthesis of Mechanism performed by TYMEC student at College of Engineering Pune under the guidance of Professor Abhishek Patange. Our group is consist of 4 students, Mayur Borse, Abhishek Swami, Shreyash Gaikwad and Sanket Dahavute. In this video, we will be discussing about following points. Suspension is the system of tires, spring, shock absorber, linkage, connects a vehicle to its wheel and allow relative motion between the two. A lot of forces are acting on the suspension system, which is roll forces, squat forces, drive forces, load forces, and steering forces. The suspension system serves two main purposes. First one is the vehicle road holding and braking for good active safety and driving pleasure. And second is the keeping vehicle occupant comfortable and ride quality reasonably well isolated from the road noise, bump, vibration and so on. Suspension is important for smoothing and controlling car while traveling. Basically, suspension system creates the friction between the tires and the road to keep vehicle in stability and rider's handling. The suspension system would limit the shock and the impact of the road roughness and bump to passenger as well as vehicle. Here are some few points. We need suspension to support the weight, provides a smooth ride, allow rapid cornering with extreme body roll, keep tires in firm contact with road, isolate passenger or cargo from the vibration and the shocks, and so on. In automobile, a double wishbone suspension is an independent suspension designed using two wishbone shape arms to locate the wheel. Each wishbone has two mounting positions to the frame and one at the wheel, bear a shock absorber and coil spring to absorb vibration. Double wishbone suspension allow for more control over the camber angle of wheel, which describe the degree to which tilt in and out. They are also help minimize roll and provide for more consistent steering feel. Double wishbone suspension allows spindle to travel vertically up and down. It is common in the front wheel of larger car. In 1930, an automobile company named Citroën first time uses double wishbone suspension in their light car. From then, they are known as the inventor of double wishbone suspensions. Here is the construction of double wishbone suspension. Wheel is generally mounted on wheel hub. There is the link mounted on both sides of the wheel hub. Upper one is the upper link and lower one is the lower link. Both links are pivoted to the vehicle frame, and between vehicle frame and lower link there is the shock absorber is connected. Here we can see wheel hub, upper link, vehicle frame and lower link form 4-bar linkage. Let's see working in short. When vehicle pass through an uneven surface, wheel faces vibration and shocks. These shocks are transferred to shock absorber through lower link. So the shock absorber absorbs maximum amount of forces and upper link maintain camber of the vehicle. If we see car from the front view, the angle between vertical line and center line of the tire is called as camber angle. Camber may be positive, negative or neutral. When wheel is tilted outward, then camber is positive. When wheel is tilted inward, then camber is negative. And when wheel is straight, then camber is neutral. Camber should not be exceed more than 2 degrees. Body roll is the load transfer of vehicle toward the outside of turn. When vehicle is fitted with a suspension package, it works to keep wheel in the contact with the roll. It provides grip for the driver of vehicle to control its direction. Suppose car model is Jaguar XE with track 16,000 mm, ground clearance is 125 mm, height is 1216 mm, gross weight is 2150 kg, minimum turning radius is 11.22 meter and center of gravity location is 500 mm. Following assumptions are made by the synthesis of the mechanism. Maximum wheel travel and the maximum roll of vehicle depend on the stiffness of the spring and damper. Maximum roll angle is equal to 5 degree and K is equal to 10,000 Newton meter. Chamber change is directly proportional to wheel travel and wheel travel is directly proportional to the roll.
Now we will see calculations of whirling limit. In the case of double wishbone suspension, ball joint is a fixed link and knuckle is coupled. We used the body guidance method for calculating length of 4 links using 3 positions of the coupler. During cornering, wheels along with vehicle body rolls outside. Roll of the wheel decreases traction as traction is proportional to area of contact between tire and the ground, which reduces due to wheel roll. As in cornering, load transfer results more weight on outer wheels, so maximum traction is offered by outer wheel. Because we know that traction is directly proportional to weight on the wheel, and outer wheel goes into bump in case of cornering. So bump of wheel is our main concern. So from all above discussion, we conclude that as the outer wheel roll outside during cornering, we have to eliminate that roll using 4 links to maintain wheel perpendicular to the ground. In our case, we assumed that knuckle length is equal to 150 mm, maximum roll to be 5 degree, and maximum wheel travel during bump is 25 mm. So in 25 mm wheel travel of the wheel, we have to tilt knuckle, which is directly attached to the wheel, by 5 degree inside to eliminate roll of the wheel. We did iterations on CATIA and finally got better 3 position of knuckle, which would satisfy our condition. And these are the 3 position of we got. As now we have 3 position of coupler, we can find other link lengths by using body guidance. As the ball joints are fixed, lower wishbone and upper wishbone rotates about fixed point. As we have 3 locations of coupler, means 3 endpoints of lower wishbone and upper wishbone, so we can draw circle through 3 points each, and thus we get location of ball joints and also length of lower and upper wishbone. And these are the link lengths we finally got.
Hello everyone, my name is Shreyas Gaikwad. As we know that in double wishbone suspension mechanism there are 4 links which is shown in figure. Link OA is a fixed link, link AB is act as an upper link, link OC is a lower link, and link BC act as a shock absorber link. For plotting the velocities of all links, we have assumed the velocity initial angular velocity of link AB as 40 radian per second and angular acceleration of link AB as 425 radian per second square. According to that, we have obtained the velocity of link AB as 1.5 meter per second. Then we drawn the velocity diagrams of all the links and obtain the velocity of link BC and links OC. Then we have plotted the centripetal acceleration of link AB and tangential acceleration of link AB and obtain a point B. Then for point C, we know the centripetal acceleration of BC and centripetal acceleration of OC. Then we have drawn the perpendicular to the centripetal acceleration component of link BC and link OC and obtain the point C, so as we obtain the acceleration diagram. From the diagram, we have obtained all the acceleration components of all the links, that is centripetal and tangential acceleration, which is given in the chart.
Hello friends, this is Mayur and we are going to understand how double wishbone suspension system work with the help of this model. This model is the 4-bar mechanism where this is the first linkage, the lower wishbone. This is knuckle on which wheel is mounted, the second linkage. This is upper wishbone, the third linkage, and this is chassis which act as a fourth linkage. As you see, this is how links move. This model is made up of cardboard and refill which act as a pivot. These are the tools I used to make this model. Any suspension system should allow relative motion between chassis and tire in vertical direction with keeping the tire in contact with ground. And the tire should also be as vertical as possible. But why the tire should be vertical in bump, rebound or in turning? It is because as you see, if the tire tilts, that is camber in or camber out, the area of contact between the road and tire reduces. This reduces the traction, and as the traction reduces, the speed of the car reduces. So to maintain the speed of the car, the tire should be as vertical as possible and the area of contact between tire and ground should be maximum. But when does the wheel tends to tilt or roll? Yes, in turning. When car take a turn, the driver and a passenger experiences a push and they tend to roll. For better experience, the car chassis should also roll, and this can be done with the help of suspension system. Well, this roll can be adjusted with the various factors like damper stiffness, allowed wheel travel, etc. When the chassis roll, these pickup points also roll. If we don't use this asymmetric double wishbone system, the tire will also roll and contact area and also traction will reduce. But when we use this asymmetric wishbone system at optimum speed, though the chassis roll, the tire remains in vertical with the minimal deflection. That's why this system is used in various cars like Jaguar, most of the Mercedes Benz cars, and in F1 racing. We would like to thank Professor Patange to help us throughout the project. It was very challenging to work on double vision suspension system and find out all lengths of 4-bar mechanism. We just not considered it as a 4-bar mechanism, but dynamics of the vehicle was also considered. Thank you for patient hearing.